So today we've been joined by Max, who is off scratch. He's a Team DWG player. We're having a look at short game around the green, but in particular, all of the shots out the rough and the different types of angles and shots we'll be playing. He's going to be put in some pretty miserable positions. I'm sure he's got the skills to be able to play it. Let's have a look at what we can do to help your game from different positions around the green. So out here today, having a look at some shots on rough around the greens. Now I know that your course management's so good, Max, you would not find yourself in this position, would you, mate? You'd have positioned it well enough that you wouldn't be here, would you? Because this is pretty dead, isn't it, dude?
You're not in a good position
so,
there.
I'm with Super Mingham, mate. You played to that near what was once a yellow flag, but now we can decide later whether it's mustard, it's orange, it's summer, but it's something in that vicinity. So that's where we're going to play to. So first bit, what's your thoughts going into this shot? Seeing the light, flag location, green to play with. Talk me through what your thoughts are, mate.
It's just, yeah, it's not good at all. You're just trying your best to, well, at least get it there, and then stop it. You don't want to be. So
to stop it, what you're going to use to stop it? Obviously, we're not going to get much spin on that, are we?
No spin. No, just quite a bit of loft on the face.
Yeah.
Try and get the leading edge sort of coming in about here, just so it can cut through the grass and try and pop it. And
so it wouldn't be steep then?
No, shallow.
Okay, so obviously when it gets, everyone thinks you've got to be steep, don't they? But the steeper you get it, actually you get that explosive one, don't you? You know,
it shoots. Yeah.
And it's really hard to play it, isn't it? So you're always playing it like, you know, like the old school sort of people who were like the farmers with their sides.
Yeah, like a strimmer.
Like a strimmer, dude, buzzing off it. You know, I'm stealing that one, the Black and Decker, we're all over that, right? So we're getting this club here, so you're thinking more of how it's coming to on a level.
Yeah.
So do you think about the club being a bit wider and shallower?
Yeah, just I sort of try and keep my arms quite solid.
So do you feel like the body's turning, the arms are quite dead?
Yeah.
Is there anything you do with the hands through there to increase the loft at all, or you just playing with the loft you present it at grass?
I just play the loft that's there.
Okay, cool. Let's see you play a couple, mate. And what about weight? Where do you feel like the weight is?
Always on the front foot.
A bit wider in the stance?
Yeah, a little bit.
Heel to toe, do you go centre, heel, toe? What's your thoughts on it?
Just more.
Just more all the way through the middle of the front foot. Okay.
So.
See, the front foot being on that all the time, really easy to control the depth, isn't it? Because the key on this shot is actually, it's not anything more than making sure you get the right loft at impact, but also then controlling the depth that the clubs come in. You don't want to get it too steep or too shallow.
It's just more letting your body just
perfect, mate.
Come through. Right.
We've talked her through a good one, haven't we?
Yeah.
Now this is a minging lie, dude. But you've got this in the locker. To be fair, I'd have took 10 foot, downwind, no green to play with. That about 12, 13 foot, that's class from there, mate. You know, because the thing is, in that position, you just want to give yourself a putt for par.
Yeah, you don't want to leave it here and then you bring it.
Because if you're in that stuff, you've got the same shot again, haven't you?
You're at least giving yourself a chance to all the putt.
So obviously, maybe you try and knock it into the fringe if you're going to be super adventurous, but the fringe can sometimes be softer, it won't run out. So for me, that was absolutely a mega shot. While we're in this position here, it's going to be interesting, okay? Even worse, but it's on a actual side slope, upslope. Is there anything you change?
Just, I'd still keep my weight, forwards.
With the ball being below you, is there anything you do?
I just sort of go with the lie of the ground, really. And
what I'd encourage you to do, when it's a little bit below the feet, just soften the knees a little further, so therefore you don't change the spine angle, but you get yourself down so you can still control
you're on
the depth.
Similar level.
Because if you don't change the knee flex, but you go down to the ball, so you're on the angle, but you do it here, you're naturally going to be a bit deeper.
Yeah.
So play this one for me, mate. The great thing is that people don't often think about it. Even though it's sat down in the rough, there's still grass under it, isn't there?
Exactly.
It's not like the bottom of the, it's not sat on hard pad underneath. It's sat in the grass.
It's still
You've got
something
to trust that. And use it just to skid through it. Pretty good, mate. Let's try one more here. I've got a little something new for you to have a little go on. Let's see what you think of it. Throwing you up on the spot here, mate. All right. Okay, so still wide, but the finish, feel like you finish the hands really next to that left trouser pocket. So you're turning through with it, but it's much more, you know, like you play some short-sided ones that you want to pop under.
Yeah, just...
Okay, you're still the same backswing, so you're not getting the angle.
No.
But you're throwing it under on the way through still, just a little bit. Exactly the same turn, but skidding it under a little bit more.
Right.
Almost like you're going to go under it. There you go. But with a really nice shallow arc that you've just been using. So it came out a little bit deader on you.
Yeah.
So it didn't have quite the same acceleration. So if it's not sat too horrendous, that might be one for us to have a little look at.
Yeah, definitely.
What we're doing now is just walk us over this side here. We've got the downslope there, which is going to have a lot of sort of dead ground, the bunker, etc. to carry. Similar shot, but then again, let's have a look at what we've got to do to adjust for the slope. So we're pretty good position here, aren't we? Even worse than the last one. It's not looking good, is it?
Not ideal.
We're downslope, we've got no green to work with, and we've got a bunker to carry. But obviously, we're not even going to be thinking about this, are we?
No.
Right. So what adjustments are you going to make for this?
Obviously, I'd go with the downslope. I'd open that up a little bit, just so, and when we weight with the...
You wear, but naturally your stance has got wider as well. So that's good, because that means you're getting a better base to work with,
yeah,
right?
so you're more balanced. And
anything you do as well, because obviously on the downslope it's going to be harder to maybe naturally get it in the air.
Yeah, just I'd open the face slightly just so it suits the lie. And
anything in the action that you do going back?
I'd try and open it slightly.
So for other people, is this opening it this way or opening it shallow with the slope?
Always stay shallow, but I'd sort of try and open the face a little bit.
Perfect.
On the...
Genuinely, what's a good shot here? 15 foot?
Yeah. Yeah, you just don't want to leave it there. You also don't want to, it's just land it somewhere there, but obviously without going right through the back.
Same as the other follow through, the one that we had a look at from the side slope there, because that's going to give you the chance to go there. Now the big thing you want to do is make sure that in the follow through you're working with the slope, because you're going to have enough loft to present to get it up. Don't try and work under it by going backwards. You've got to stay with that slope.
Yeah.
Okay. So wider in that stance, open that face going back, and then just turn and just pop it. That's class out of that, mate. You could not have done much better than that, could you? Apart from land it in the fringe and hopefully
you can land it in the fringe, but obviously you'd take that.
You take that all day, because this might even be this is even the sort of thing I'd see that on a par 5, you've gone for it in 2 and you've ended up here. You won't be this wide with an iron.
No.
Yeah, because you just wouldn't allow yourself to miss it here, because it's absolutely dead.
You're going to struggle to get up and down there.
Right, here's going to be a really interesting one for you. So let's just, let's go there. Right, same flag.
Yeah.
Now, what would you be thinking in this scenario, mate?
Just step into, it's the same, you're still on a downslope even though the ball's slightly above. I'd probably go down the grip a little bit, just so it's...
Here's an interesting one for you, okay? Think about this, whenever you've got a side slope on a full shot, because the toe of the club's coming up in the air, the face plane tilt is pointing the centre of the face left.
Yeah.
So I see loads of even top players off these lies missing them left.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is, as you open it, let's sit the toe in the ground a lot, okay, and down the handle on it.
Right.
Okay. Do you know what you would do if you had that tight line and you wanted to use the toe? I want you to do exactly the same, but from here.
But from here?
Yeah.
No problem.
Same technique as you've done everywhere else, but with the address of the toe in with the face open.
Perfect.
Get the legs straighter in address. There you go, much better, mate. That's not bad, that. Let's open that face up at address so it can skid a bit more. Okay? Because what you're doing is you've got the legs straighter and the spine angle in the position, you've almost got yourself physically into a position that's closer to level. Still open the face, but with the toe up a little bit, and then just play the same action. That one looked like you had the toe up and you played it like you would square, which is the same technique, but with the heel slightly off the ground.
All right.
That's it. There you go. How dead's that come out?
Yeah.
Now you can see the difference there, the same technique but with the toe being in. You know, they've only landed like 2 foot apart. One's ran on miles and one's ended up, what, 8 foot, 10 foot class. So it's interesting that when you get it above your feet, you want to really pay attention to face plane tilt and straighter. Whereas normally on a golf course, we're always encouraged to get more with the slope. But on here, if you do that, it's going to get a lot of draw. You don't want to draw.
No.
You can't. How are you going to control when it lands on the green and where it's going to go? So you counter everything on a slope. When it's below your feet, you want to get down to it, so therefore we aren't going forwards and changing the angle of attack. And then down slope, working with it, and then the standard one, still keeping it that dead shallow action that you've got class, just nice and tight in that follow through, work it under, therefore we get that little bit more pop up with it.
Yeah.
So guys, hopefully you found that really useful and some interesting stuff here around the greens. If this is more the sort of stuff you'd like to see going forwards, comment below. To do loads of videos going forward with all the players, to have a look at different areas of the game that can help you reduce your scores. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Thanks for watching, and talk with you again soon.